Sunday and welcome back to my channel. This week we're going to be doing a really fun DIY that I have been planning and wanting to do for many months now. We are going to be making a decorative cover to go over our utility box so that we're able to open and close it without having to take something down. I'm really excited to do this. I want to make it something that goes well with our kitchen now that we've redone it, and it's super cohesive, but it also really has that earthy French country sort of feel to it. So I've been collecting dough bowls, and we are going to make a display for the dough bowls that's on a hinge that we can open and close to get to the utility box. I think this is going to be really beautiful. I've been collecting some inspiration pictures to get an idea for what I want to do, and I'll put those on the screen for you guys so you can see the general idea of what I'm going for. Hopefully this will be a very simple and beginner-friendly project so that if you would like to do something like this for your own home, whether it's with dough bowls like I'm doing or a picture that you put on hinges or whatever it may be, you'll be able to apply the same process to make something for your home. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in seeing, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel so you can see more of my videos. I put out new videos every Sunday, and we're gonna get straight into our DIY. Okay guys, so this week we have a very exciting partner that we're working with. We're going to be working with the brand Ana Luisa, which is a jewelry company, and this is a brand that I personally have loved for a very long time now. I have a lot of their jewelry that I have purchased myself long before this partnership ever existed. So I'm definitely a big fan of them, and I'm really excited to be able to share them with you guys so that you can learn about them too. Ana Luisa is a jewelry company. They make everything from rings to necklaces to bracelets to earrings, and they have both gold and silver, and they also have fine jewelry. So if you're looking for something a little bit more fancy, maybe with some diamonds, something like that, they also have that. But the thing that I really love about Ana Luisa is that they offer super affordable jewelry that is also really, really good quality. So for me, I'm someone that, as you guys know, is a big ring lover. I'm always wearing many rings. That's always how I've been. So I really love collecting new rings, but I also don't want to spend a fortune doing it. But the problem that I usually run into is that I'm also someone that will tarnish and turn jewelry if it's not 100% gold or silver. The thing that is really great about Ana Luisa is that they have come up with a product that's sustainable and affordable, but also gives you a completely tarnish-free piece of jewelry. So you can wash your hands, you can go in the pool, you can shower, whatever it is that you do, and your jewelry is not going to turn or tarnish. And I can truly attest to this because I have had their jewelry for quite a long time now, and I work in a school, I work with my hands a ton, I'm doing projects a lot, I'm washing my hands a lot, and I have not had a single piece of their jewelry turn or tarnish. They also back this with a 2-year warranty, so if you do have any issues, they will refund it or replace it to make the situation right. So I am a huge fan. They sent me a ring and a necklace. So the ring is this one right here, and then I have the necklace on. They're both really beautiful pieces, and actually these two rings are rings from their brand as well that I already had. Their jewelry starts as low as $39, which is really unheard of for nicer jewelry, and especially gold. They're also really, really great for gifts, and they're going to last you a super long time. So I will put the link to Ana Luisa's website in the description box for you guys if you're interested in checking them out. I highly recommend them. They make really beautiful pieces with a wide range of styles, and they're always coming up with new products. And if you are a jewelry lover like me, then they're definitely worth looking into. We're going to keep going with our DIY, and we're going to go out and cut our wood so that we can get it ready to assemble everything and put it up on our wall.
I know sooner or later it will come, the day that I'll know I'm in love. Will it feel warm and dry like a kiss in July? Will it chill down my bones?
Alright, so I went ahead and cut all of our wood. We're going to be working with 2x3s, and then I got this piece of wood, which I think is for flooring or something like that because it has the grooves that fit into each other, but I thought it was the perfect look for the inspiration picture to give that same sort of vibe with this little routed out bit right here. And I really kind of actually like the look of these indented parts on the sides. I think it adds to the overall feel of it. So I grabbed one piece of this and I cut it down into 2 strips. We sanded everything. And then we're also going to be working with this big piece of wood right here. And this is a project panel, and it is a 24-inch by 3 feet. I thought this would be better than working with like scrap wood that I have or plywood where I'd have to kind of puzzle piece it together, because it just gives us one consistent piece of wood and it'll give us a better look, and it'll also be just a little bit more sturdy on the wall to support everything. That's what we're going to be working with. The first thing that we're going to do is make a frame that's going to go behind our dough bowl holder and around the utility box. So that's like the part that's going to hold it up, and it's going to have the hinges attached to it. So to do that, I cut out 4 pieces of our 2x3, and we're just going to wood glue and screw them together. You're not going to see this part, so it really doesn't have to be pretty. So I am just going to put screws in from the side and not worry about pocket holing them or anything like that. And it's just going to be the same measurements as our project board that we're working with. So it's basically going to look like this, but flipped so that this part's against the wall.
And I look at my window to see what the universe has in store for me. People passing by in the street will be smiling at me, 'cause they already know what it's like being in love.
Okay, so we have our frame put together. It's wood glued and it's drying, and while that's happening I want to go ahead and put our hinges on so that we can get everything assembled and let all the wood glue dry tonight, and then tomorrow we'll be able to stain everything and attach the pegs that are going to hold up the breadboard. I have a couple of pretty hinges that I got at a thrift store. They're these really pretty heavy brass ones, and I think these will be really nice because you will see this kind of sticking out the side a little bit. I think that'll look as pretty as hinges can. We're going to take the plastic off this, and then we can attach the frame to the project board that we're working with. One of the nice things about getting a project board is that it is already pre-sanded, so I don't have to sand it at all. And I'm gonna look and see which side I want to use first. Okay, so I'm gonna grab measuring tape and a pencil, and we can measure out where we want these hinges to go.
The sky starts to roll up its clouds, so the sun can just stop hiding out. The windows will open us like birds that are spreading wings. So every night I stare at the moon just to chat.
Okay, so we have the hinges on, and the base of it is assembled. I cannot find the magnet that I want to use to keep it closed, so hopefully I'll find it. If not, tomorrow I'll have to go and get a new one. But what I'm thinking is, instead of hanging this from a traditional like picture hook or something like that, I want to make it a little bit more secure. It is going to have some weight on it with the dough bowls, and we are going to be opening and closing it to get to the electrical box. So I'm thinking that we could put some strong ties on the top and bottom, kind of like this, to hold it in place. It won't be the cutest thing, but you also won't see it because it's going to be against the wall. So I think that would be the smartest way to secure it and make sure that when you're opening and closing it, it's not going to get ripped off the wall. And then we'll have the top and the bottom secured, so it's not pulling the bottom either. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to go ahead and screw in the top portion of the strong tie to the top and the bottom, and then we'll be able to glue and attach the pretty boards that we got to the front and let it all dry so that tomorrow we can do all of our finishing touches.
And blue, don't know who you are yet. You seem a bit hard to get.
Okay, so the last thing that I want to do tonight is to attach these pretty flooring panels to our board, and this is going to be the decorative kind of just strip that we attach our pegs to. To do this, I'm going to put wood glue across the entire back of them, and then I'm going to nail gun them to this board. Tomorrow we can come back and make the holes for the pegs and stain it all. Super easy. Really, this is like a project you could do in an afternoon. You just have to wait for the glue to dry and the stain to dry, but otherwise it's very, very quick.
You're out there. I just wait for the day where the sky will spread open its clouds.
Okay, so we have it all assembled assembled and the magnet is put on. So now what we need to do is put our pegs in that are going to hold up the dough balls. Once that's done, we can stain it all and then seal it, and it'll be good to go on the wall. So we're going to be using these little pegs right here. I got these at the flea market, and there are 6 of them, and I got it for, I think it was like $1. It was something crazy. And so I really like these because they're octagons, and so I think it gives it a really interesting shape. So what we're gonna do is take this drill bit thing right here. We're gonna drill like a little hole to create a tapered end, and then we'll put a hole into our actual wall hanging, and that way we're going to be able to wood glue them into the hole and have the pegs sticking out and have that kind of like natural earthy sort of look like my inspiration picture. So I spaced it all out. There's going to be 3 sets of pegs for the dough balls. We're going to go ahead and give that a go. Matt's going to help me with this because I don't feel confident. We will check back in with you once we get them all drilled.
Stop hiding out. The windows will open and sing like birds that are spreading wings. And I spoke to you right across the street, like a song that is playing just for me. We'll know and we'll smile as if we knew. All this time I was waiting for you. The sky was spread open its clouds, so the sun can just stop hiding out. The windows will open and sing like birds that are spreading, that are spreading. First day I saw you since long ago, I still remember it was so cold, and you were warm and I was some green tea. You asked me, can you lend me sugar? You grabbed the chicken bowl and shook her, and you put all the sugar right on me. And what a crash, felt the sudden sugar rush as you sang me your apologies.
Okay, so we have our dough bowl hanger, whatever we want to call it, all ready to go. And we're going to go ahead and take this picture down and then mark out where we need to put in our screws. I'm probably going to put some anchors in just to make sure that it's really secure. The actual frame and everything that we built itself is very, very strong, so it's not going to have any issue holding up the dough balls or opening and closing, but I just want to make sure it's really secured to the wall so that it doesn't come off when we open and close it. So it's going to go right here, and we're going to take this picture down and cover up the electrical box with our dough bowl hanger. Alright, so this is what we're working with, and this is what we're trying to hide and cover up. Anytime that we need to get to this, we have to take this picture down. So the reason that I wanted to make this is because then we can just open and close it and not have to worry about taking the picture down every time. I'm gonna go ahead and hold the dough bowl rack up, and we can mark out where all of our screws and things are going to need to go and attach it to the wall. And then we will be all done. We'll just need to put our dough bowls on and decorate it.
By chance, what a sweet coincidence to find the sugar girl right next to me. Decided it's time to introduce myself.
So here's our dough bowl hanger all done and on the wall. It was a little bit of a chore to get it up, but we made it happen. So it opens up like this. And then inside we have the electrical box. My plan is to decorate with our dough balls and then figure out a way to secure them onto the pegs so that they're not moving around when we open and close it and we don't have to take them on and off. I'm thinking maybe I could do like some earthquake tack or something like that. But we're gonna go ahead and decorate it so we can see what it looks like all done. I'm really liking how it looks. I think the pegs could have been a little bit shorter, but I think it'll work out with the dough balls on and make them make a little bit more sense. Let's go ahead and decorate it and we can see what it's looking like.
Came with an address that led me to my favorite night in years. Just 7 days, and sugar's almost everywhere. It's oh so sweet. I'm almost melting on the street, and I don't know. What have you done with me, sugar girl? It's like a spell. I feel I float in caramel. Preferred it was a walk in pure bliss with a cotton candy kiss, and for a second my heart skipped a beat. 3 other days were spent under the sheets like an everlasting sweet. 2 small grains from the same sugar lamp. Just 7 days, and sugar's almost everywhere. It's so sweet. I'm almost melting on the street, and I don't know.
So this is the final look. I'm really loving how it turned out. I think it's so pretty. It has that really earthy, natural, kind of old world sort of feel to it, which I really love. And I like that it's not perfect. It has, you know, different textures to it, different shades. It gives it a much more organic feel, and I just really love that look. Super happy with it. I did have a long dough bowl that I was going to put here that I showed you guys earlier, I think, but it just was too long for the space, so I swapped it out with one that we had on our little DIY kitchen island that we did, and I put this one here. This was on the island, and so I just flip-flopped them, and I think this fits a lot better. We can leave these as is. We could put decorative items in them. We could put fruits and veggies in them. There's a lot that you could do with it. You could also store your bread in here, tons of different things, but I think it's just really beautiful in general, even if you just leave it as is. And it also hides the electrical box, so it's kind of a win-win. So I hope that you enjoyed this week's video. Definitely leave me a comment, let me know what you think of the DIY dough bowl holder and electrical box cover. Let me know if you would do something like this in your home or some version of it. And don't forget to check out the link below for Ana Luisa's website. They have really beautiful, really affordable jewelry. I personally have been wearing their jewelry for a very long time now, and I really love it. It is really high quality. It's not going to tarnish. You can do just about anything in it. I mean, I did this entire project wearing their jewelry, and I was working with my hands, cutting wood, staining, sweating outside, and it was completely fine. Definitely check it out if you're looking for some really good high-end jewelry that is also affordable. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see more of my videos. I put out new videos every Sunday, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next Sunday.
What have you done with me, sugar girl? It's like a spell. I feel I float in caramel.